These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. A state trooper recovering after being hit while parked in a patrol vehicle. DPS tells ABC15 happened on I-10 in Verrado Way in Buckeye. DPS says a speeding truck hauling a trailer crashed into the trooper. That driver was not injured but has been arrested and processed for DUI. We're working to learn more as Phoenix police search for a shooter in another incident late Wednesday night. A 19-year-old man was shot near 32nd Street and Indian School. Officers say they were able to get him to the hospital, but he did not survive. Call Silent Witness with any information. Outcry from a civil rights group after 8 ASU students have their visas revoked over their apparent participation in pro-Palestinian protests. Local chapter of the Council of American Islamic Relations calling the revocations unconstitutional. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has said he won't hesitate to take action against students here on visas who disrupt campuses. Checking back in now on the economic fallout of newly announced tariffs impacting imported goods from around the world. The financial markets reeling today. Worst trading day since 2020 and the beginning of the COVID pandemic. White House digging in, saying tariffs will eventually improve the American economy and stop fentanyl trafficking, proving to be a major loyalty test for congressional Republicans. Today, Republican Senator Chuck Grassley and Democratic Senator Maria Cantwell introducing a bill to reassert congressional control over new tariff and trade policy. If passed, bill would require the president to formally notify lawmakers within 48 hours of a tariff adjustment and give Congress authority to approve or kill the changes. Without congressional approval, the tariffs could only last a maximum of 60 days. Amid a budget battle at the state capitol, Governor Katie Hobbs looking for support from business leaders. In her latest budget proposal, Governor is asking for a public-private partnership to lower the cost of child care for Arizona workers. Under the plan, the state would match employer contributions to child care costs up to $400 per child per month. Participating businesses would get a tax credit in return. Hobbs says the plan would cut the average Arizona family's child care cost by 2/3. With so much focus on the economy today, here's some of the top consumer headlines from around the nation. As the tax deadline closes in, thousands of previously fired probationary employees at the IRS are gearing up to return to the agency. According to an email sent Wednesday, this will affect roughly 7,000 employees who were fired by the Trump administration in February. They were reinstated by judges last month, but were quickly placed on administrative leave when they returned. The email shows they're still on paid leave, but will be back on the job full-time by April 14th. However, the employees still have the option to resign voluntarily. CVS Pharmacy fighting back against a Department of Justice opioid lawsuit. Attorneys for the largest pharmacy chain in the U.S. want a majority of claims dismissed by a federal judge. DOJ officials accuse CVS of violating the Controlled Substances Act by purposely filling invalid prescriptions. In a motion filed Tuesday, CVS attorneys say prosecutors never provided key facts, including the identities of the doctors who prescribed the medication. Prosecutors have until June 4th to respond. U.S. Food and Drug Administration delaying full approval of Novavax's COVID-19 vaccine. According to a source, the FDA is looking for more data on the vaccine. If approved, it would become the third COVID vaccine to receive full approval. Agency's decision was due on April 1st, but the company says it hasn't received an official update. FDA's press office was put on administrative leave as part of the health department's reduction in force effort. Celebrating our veterans and first responders with VIP status right here in the Valley through the power of sports. Tonight, more than 20 athletes and celebrities will face off in a competitive slam jam. Doors open at 5:30 tonight. It's happening at the basketball arena on GCU's campus. The action tips off at 7.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sullins. It is more rain and snow for Arizona today and tomorrow as this next storm system comes in. We do have another one that is going to bring right behind it, and we will see lingering chances for rain and snow here across Arizona as that chunk of energy gets left behind and the main storm system starts to press east over the weekend. Now, after that, high pressure will return, and this is going to bring a major warm up to our 7-day forecast. But for now, temperatures staying below average again tomorrow as we wrap up the week. Here's your forecast. 53 degrees at 6 a.m., 68 at noon. And in the afternoon hours, we're going to bring in a slight chance of spotty showers in our valley forecast as temperatures climb into the mid-70s here tomorrow. Here's a look at Futurecast. Rain and snow potential to the east and to the north, and just a slight chance of 1 or 2 showers making it into Phoenix for tomorrow. Here's the next 7 days. We do dry out, but stay a little bit breezy on Saturday. 80s return over the weekend. 90s back next week.